Hi guys. So I have some sticky notes, so if you see me reading, just don't mind me. But this is the module 4 Padlet discussion, and yeah, we're gonna get started. So the first one was pick one to discuss, and I chose the selection process. And for this one, it says share 2 things you learned from this chosen topic. So when I was going through the textbook and the chapter 5 PowerPoint presentation, basically what I gathered was that it's used for dating. Basically, the selection process is just used for attraction, as far as intelligence, character traits, physical appearance, education, all of that in one. And that's what you use to basically narrow down who you date and like who do you want to date and maybe give a chance to. And then this also increases attraction and makes you more comfortable in the relationship. So that's a little glimpse of what the selection process is, which is something we use on a day-to-day basis. As far as, you're gonna want somebody on your intelligence level. You're gonna want someone physically attractive. I don't think anybody will really go for anybody that's not, pleasing to the eye. So, that's one thing. And then another thing was I kind of use those two as one, as far as like, it's used for attraction and like increases attraction. It's the same thing basically. But my number 2 point was where to find people. And it said work, club, mutual friends, online, school, etc. And personally, I met my fiance at the University of Alabama. So school was where I met him. And yeah, people do. My mom met my stepdad online. My dad met my stepmom at work on base, because they both in the military. So, it's just everyday life. Just going around meeting people, and then you'll apply the first part of the attraction, the intelligence level, and everything. They all just correspond. Okay. So number 3 was, after reviewing the videos, share one thing you learned. All the videos are pretty short, but the one that actually was really intriguing to me was the longest video, which was the Dating is Dead Kevin Carr video. I really liked that video. I actually watched it first. I like to get my longest videos out the way first. But I watched that one first, and that one was really, 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 really good. I totally agree with him on everything he says. As far as when he was like, dating is dead, but sex isn't. And a lot of people are having sex without even dating. Just as the new generation, they just be giving it out. And they're not lying. People don't even know people's last name, and they're doing the do, which is something that's very sacred. Me being a Christian, something very sacred. And I'm not no better either now. I've had my days, and I also had a baby out of wedlock. I do have one, and I'm currently pregnant with another one. So, but I am getting married soon, so hopefully that counts for something. And my fiance is the father of my children, so maybe that counts for something. I don't know. But it said, why did it catch your attention personally? Okay, so me and my friends actually was talking about this the other day. And we were talking about how men in this generation, not all, but most, don't even do chivalry anymore. As far as opening doors, getting flowers, walking on the outside of the sidewalk, sitting towards the door, holding hands in public, just all the bare minimum things that you think a man would do that I've watched my dad do, providing. And I feel like the men want to be girls more than the girls do. And at this point, it's just like, who's going to be the boys? The men are very, very, how can I say, self-absorbed. They want to be in their soft girl era. And that's just something that's becoming very, very common. And I blame the generation before them, the parents. I blame the parents. I'm going to forever blame the parents, because you should have taught your children or your son, because women are no better either. Women are not doing the things that women are supposed to do either. But, that's a conversation for another day. But the men specifically are not doing what men are supposed to be doing. What we grew up seeing in the rom-coms and grew up seeing in grandmama and granddaddy. They are not doing that. So, that's why that video very much stuck out to me. And that's just a long conversation that we don't got time for today. But the last thing was, share one thing you are curious about. My number 1 thing is, will dating ever go back to how it was before? I am very scared that generation by generation, dating is getting worse. Manners are getting worse. Chivalry is getting worse. It's like everything's disappearing. People are not marrying. Like, marriage rates it's rising a little bit, but they're getting lower. Everybody's not getting married now. People are just around here having children, creating broken homes. People are around here having kids with people they don't even know. Women are having kids to keep men now. They're using children as pawns. Women are looking at men as cash cows instead of, a person.